So I'm fishing here on the Arkansas River. I'm just below the Footbridge at Nathrop. The flow is about 1,200. It's come up about 200 cubic feet per second overnight, and it's off color. It was much clearer yesterday, but I'm fishing the long leg stone, and I'm fishing a canopy emerger. I don't know. Anyways, you can see I've set the leader up with the bobber stops. And I have them on 2 different places. I'm going to try a few casts without the bobber. But you can see how the bobber stops act. Well, there's a fish. So they're feeding. Healthy little brown. He took the long leg stone. I think the bigger flies are gonna work better today. But again, if just below the colored cider you can see some of the bobber stops. I haven't spread them out. You can spread them out to mark your depth. So here's where the detachable, the DSI, the detachable strike indicator, comes into use, because it's pretty treacherous wading up there. And so I'm going to go to the DSI as a way to fish much further up the pool. So this is a wool, untreated wool DSI. I'm going to clip it in here. There. Here I've spread out some of the bobber stops to help me see where this leader's going. It's overcast and about 40 degrees. And so I can cast much further up and not have the lateral drag. You can so I'm fishing this slack water below those boulders. There's one. So they stack in here with this higher flow. Looks like a bow. He took the canopy emerger. This is the CDC canopy emerger. Here you can see that. And again, this is the long legs stone. I'm going to show you how the thing is that if you want to go back to contact nymphing, you just have to pop off the DSI Here's the bobber stops that hold it on. And notice that we haven't kinked up our leader. Here I'm using the other bobber stops as when I go shallower, then I did fish this hole, because right now it's several feet deep, 4 or 5 feet deep. And then I can go shallow and use these shallower ones as markers to tell me what's happening with my fly in shallow water. But no kinking of that leader, as you saw. So to recap the fishing that you just saw, I took a picture from up on top of the footbridge that looks down on the footbridge pool. And here you can see I put X's over there where I was casting from along the shoreline, because I didn't want to wade out into this pool. And you can see where I caught the first fish without the DSI is basically across from where I was casting. And somewhat upstream is the fish I caught with the DSI. Above that, towards the white rock, the large white rock at the head of the pool that gives it the current break that you're fishing behind, you can see that approximately the upstream edge of the effective range of fishing with a DSI, about another 20, 30, 40 feet, something like that, depending how good a cast you are and how much room behind you to make the cast. Sometimes I move up a little bit further to get a further cast up. But basically, with the DSI, you can drift the entire pool, so it's a great advantage. So in reviewing the video of the fishing the footbridge pool, I noticed that you really can't see the leader system with the bobber stops on it. So I've reversed around and I'm facing the rising sun now, and it really highlights the leader system with the bobber stops spread out, both to enhance its visibility, and I can use it to mark the depth that fly is drifting at. Even though wool is naturally water repellent, if you're going to use it for an extended time, it probably pays to treat it with silicone. I use the Cortland dry fly spray, but there's plenty of other sprays that dry. That's what you want, is a silicone that dries. If you use the paste or the greases and it gets on your leader where the bobber stops on, you can cause it the DSI to slide up and down excessively. So it pays to pre-treat right after you tie them and set them aside to dry.